jump on. Again, I'll say it every week. The week goes very, very quickly, doesn't it? So here we are again on Tuesday night live for the next hour. I'll just wait for it to come up live on my phone as well, because as you know, there's always a lag. Hence the reason why I don't like to do mediumship on these shows. Just waiting. See, I'm still waiting for it to show up. So I've been on here for approximately 30 seconds now, and it's still not showing in the news feed. There we are. Now we are there.
Still waiting for it to show up.
There we go. And I can see I've got some of you on here lurking already. Thank you for joining me. I'll just ask if you like and share the live feed just while we're waiting for some others to be jumping on here. I'm not sure if Julie's going to be joining us this evening. She's a little bit under the weather. I don't expect her to pop on this evening, but I know what she's like. She'll say, no, I'm having a rest, but I know she can't help herself. So we will see. We'll get by without Jules. So now, hello, Mindy. How are you? Hang on, I just forgot to turn my phone on silent. Okay. Mindy Smith, hello, hi. Now I can see I've got a lot of lurkers already popping on. Just to let you know, oh, hang on, I forgot to go live on Instagram here. Hang on a minute. I always forget about that. Instagram, I've got Instagram going. Should be right. Okay, all good. Now, as many of you know, I do stream across multiple platforms when I do this live. So whichever platform you're watching from, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, if it only looks like there's a couple of people watching there, just be aware that there's other people. I've got other platforms that's streaming to at the same time, so I'm not ignoring you if you think that I am. Mindy, what are you saying? Doing great, love your lives. Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate each and every person that does join me on these live feeds. I never know who sees my posts. I never know what's going to happen. Even I know that with the algorithms and all that, you never know if the event reaches people or if the posts reach people. So you've really got no idea who's going to turn up to your live feeds. Let me just pop on over to the Instagram too. There we are. So Instagram people, if you are watching me, hi, you know the drill. It's a little bit of a different platform, so I have to keep remembering to go on over to Instagram. If you do have Facebook, I ask that you go over to Facebook and watch me from there. You've got more chance of me remembering that you're there watching. Okay, now let me know where you are all watching from. Carolyn, hello. Goulburn was great. You know, I turned up and I heard it was a great event. I didn't get to go and have a look at all the festivities going on outside. But I believe that there was witches' dances going on. I believe that there was medieval fighting going on. I believe there was many wonderful stalls out there. I was inside in the function room doing readings all day, and I was booked out for the day, so I didn't get a chance to get outside right until the end when I was leaving, and everyone was packed up by then, so I missed it all. But I do believe that there is some footage floating around of these witches doing their witch dance and all the other bits and things, and I believe that there's photos that have been posted, so I have to go hunting for those. I haven't even had a chance to put up a thank you post with Goulburn. So if I've got any Goulburn people on here that I read over the weekend, I'm not being rude. I just haven't had time to do it. So thank you for coming and having a reading with me. Thank you for those who sat in on the platform. I did do a platform there at one stage. And thank you to Leanne from Mugworts for putting on this awesome event. It was great. It's a little bit different from the norm than what I'm used to, but I loved the energy of the place. It was very uplifting. So thank you, Leanne, if you are watching. Scott, hello. Good evening, Scott. Hope you're well. It's Rock and Soul Healings. The beautiful Rita has entered into the room, everybody, and some of you may have heard me speaking or singing Rita's praises last week about her energy healing. She's phenomenal with her energy healings, and you'll find her every Tuesday at the Well Wellness Living in Port Kembla. I can guarantee it's well worth booking in for a healing with her. I've had one, and I'm going to book myself in for another one very soon. Sorry, I'm just looking down here at the phone. I've just got the phone going down here at the moment. Also, if you're wondering what I'm doing with this. Okay, now some of you are newbies, so welcome. Some of you, the rest of you are my regulars. Again, thank you for coming back. I'll just reintroduce myself as I do every week. My name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup, and I am located in Wollongong, which is approximately 1 hour south of Sydney. I am a psychic and I'm a medium, two different things. A psychic being what's going on in your world, past, present, possible, future. And a medium is somebody who can connect you with your loved ones on the other side. When I do these readings here on these live feeds, I do tend to steer clear of mediumship only because there is such a lag. And I say this every week. It's like a broken record. There is a lag going on here, and I like to bring evidence to the table. I like you to verify it yes or no straight away. And for me saying it to you, giving me answers back and everything, it gets very, very long in the tooth. And I'm mindful that there's a number of you watching, and I try to get through as many of you as what I can in the hour. I'm on here until 9 p.m. every Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sydney time, wherever you're located in the world. It's just gone 8 p.m. now. Now, I do ask for specific questions. I do ask that you like and share the live feed and let me know that you have done that in the comments section there, along with your questions and or comments. And I do ask for specific questions. So, and you'll see going across the screen, it should be pinned somewhere, that I am unable to answer medical or legal questions on Facebook. Sorry, it's a legality thing. And I'm just going to go back over to Instagram. Instagram looks a little bit pixelated, so I'm sorry, guys. I just got to keep remembering to come over to Instagram. That's why I say come on over to Facebook and join me on Facebook. Okay, so let me have a look at some of you. Hello, Tracy. Thank you for joining me. We didn't see you at the. Did you go to the Mugworts Festival on the weekend at Goulburn? I didn't get outside. I was a little bit too busy, so I didn't get to walk around. So did you get out there? Let me know. Andrea, hello. Thank you for joining me. Carolyn, thank you for liking and sharing, darling. Thank you. No, you didn't, Tracy. Did you know about it? It was really good. I think they're going to do it again next year. Okay. So I suspect, as I thought so, said so, it looks like Julie won't be joining us this evening. So I do apologise for that. She's under the weather. She usually does all my moderating and puts the comments up there. So we haven't got the extra input today. Let me just put up here, if anybody's wanting to have a private reading with me, I'll just put my link up here. What are we? The psychicpinup.setmore.com. There we go. I'll just pop that up there. That's my link that will take you through to my online booking, and you'll be able to see availabilities and book yourself in from there. So we've got Karen Marie. Thank you for joining. First time viewer. Thank you for joining. Lovely. I always welcome newbies. I do like to think that we have a nice little bunch here of a Tuesday night. We've got many regulars, and a lot of people seem to talk amongst themselves while I'm on the live as well, which is great to see. Gigi, thank you for joining me as well. Now, again, I'll just ask that you like and share. Let me know that you have done that. Medicals and legals will not be answered, cannot be answered on here on Facebook. I'm sorry, it's a legal thing. Let's be specific with the questions. Now, I was going back here to Andre. You asking me about a job, were you, darling? What was the question? Let me just see if I can find it there. So you're asking me, where are we? You're asking, will I get the job I applied for this week? Okay. Right. Okay. They've gone a little bit quiet, have they? You've applied for it this week. So we've only gone Tuesday, so you haven't gotten to the interview stage yet. You've only just gotten to the written stage, the applying. Is that right? Because I just feel like they've got there. Okay, there's a few people I've got here in the mix, I'm going to say, in the mix with this. And I'm being shown that you will be for an interview with that. Okay, I'm going winter. I don't mean that we've got interviews in winter. I see you in new employment in winter. Now we are in autumn now. I'm assuming you are. I think from last week I think I did something for you last week, and I know that you are in Oz. So, we've just gone into winter here, but into autumn. I'm going to say I see you in new employment in winter time for you, which will be June. So just hang in there, darling. This is the thing. I feel like you've gone for a couple of different things. Is that correct? Okay, because I feel like there's a few here that you've not been successful on, and you're sort of like losing a little bit of that, when you talk about the get up and go and the excitement, and then it's just sort of like going through the motions again and just going, here we go again. I'm going to say I see this job creeping up behind you. Okay, so where I'm sitting at the moment, I just see delays around this in terms of the interviewing process or the selection process. But I feel like winter you'll have this role. I hope that helps you. All righty. Okay, so Tracy, liked and shared, will I get the car? Okay. Have we not spoken about this before? Did we speak about this? I feel like I've had this conversation with you before. Look, darling, I'm seeing celebrations around you. So I feel like saying, yes, yeah, I do see getting a car. Don't know if it's the car, but I see a car. I'm seeing celebrations with you. Okay, so where I'm sitting at the moment, yep, I see it. Alrighty. Who else have we got on here? Oh, Lita, hello, Lita. Have we not had this discussion on a first date tomorrow? Hang on, I've got to call this back. Where are we? Any insight on vibe? The thing is, you're so grounded. You are so grounded, lovely. And this other person, because look, I'll just disclose. Alita does what I do, and Alita, when we talk about the elements here, and I feel like you're Mother Earth, and this person's going to be like water. So I just feel like this person may be a little bit sensitive or picks up vibes a little bit easier, and may even be of that element in his star sign. And I just see you. Okay, I see something being accelerated at a fast pace with this one. So I feel good with this, but when you're talking about insight, the insight I'm getting is two different people. When I always say I've got two peas in a pod, I feel like here we've got chalk and cheese. And sometimes they say opposites attract, and I just see something being accelerated and moving along at quite a fast pace with this person. The thing is, if it's going to go anywhere, it's on you. It's all on you. Okay, because you and I have had many discussions about this, and I know you're laughing about it now. And I'm just going to say, you'll be the decision maker with this one. You will control this. You will hold the reins with this. So I hope that helps you. Okay. Hello, Sharon. Nice to see you online. How's your daughter? Tamwa. Hello, Tamwa. Okay, I'm giving plugs out again tonight. Tammy, Wild Heart Healing up in Rockhampton area. Wonderful sound healer. If anybody's up in that area, look her up. Can't guarantee or can't even talk. My goodness. I can't highly recommend her enough. Thank you. I've got somebody here with dementia. Can't speak now. I've got a lady, female with dementia coming through here trying to get a message out to everyone today. So I feel like I'm talking about a grandmother here, not a mother. So somebody's on here. I've got their grandmother here. She's had dementia. I also feel like she had other health issues during her lifetime. But ultimately, she did pass with dementia, but I feel like she was battling other ailments prior to having that as well. And I'm hearing here that she was a survivor as well. So a bit of a battler there. If anybody can claim her, let me know. Okay. Jules ain't on, Tam. She's sick this evening, unless I'm seeing something I've skipped over it and I haven't seen it. So people over on Facebook, thanks for joining me. It's I've got to keep remembering to come on over to Facebook. On Instagram. I encourage you to go over to Facebook and watch me from there on the Psychic Pinup. Okay. Where else are we? Linda Yusuf has entered the room too. So we're on the countdown now before her and I fly over the ditch to Christchurch. If we've got any Kiwis on here this evening, let us know. I'm taking pre-bookings now for Christchurch. I have taken a whole chunk of bookings at the moment. I've literally nearly filled up one day of pre-bookings. So if you are in Christchurch and you are thinking about coming to the Body Mind Spirit Festival and you are thinking about having a reading with me or with the other Linda, I'd highly recommend you getting in and pre-booking, because I know that those spots will fill once those doors open. Where are we? Karen, you work in dementia. Do you know what? It's a lot of the times it's not uncommon for me, and I guess I can speak for other mediums as well. When I say I've got this dementia, blah 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 blah, and then they say, yes, that's my grandmother or that's my mother or my dad, but they're still with us, they're still alive, and it's quite common for us to connect with them. And it's because they've got one foot in our world and the other foot in the spirit world. Okay, where else are we? Okay. Joe Pierce, hello, lovely. You know what? I was only thinking about you today. We must meet up again for coffee very, very soon. Sooner rather than later would be preferable for me. Now, let's see. Some specific questions, please. I'm getting the people again. Do you see? What do I see? I see lots of things. Let's get specific so everybody gets a fair go with this. Okay, so Bree, you're asking for advice with your job. Okay, why do I feel like you are picking up pieces with this? Okay, am I correct that you feel like you are not getting a fair deal with your employment? And I feel like there's others that are not, what's the word? How can I word this? Towing the line, pulling their weight. Is that correct? As all I'm hearing here is that you need to pick your battles with this. They're saying pick your battles with what you do. I have a feeling that what's going on with you is it's not going unnoticed, put it that way. I feel like there will be some sort of advancement coming up with this. So if you feel like you're not being noticed, you are. If you stay at that job, I see advancement. If not, I see that there is another role that is coming for you. This year for you is all about saving those pennies, darling. Okay. I'm actually on the fence about this. I actually see you toying with the idea of moving on with this. And I'm going to say I do pick up a number 8 around this. So I'm going to say possibly in the next 8 weeks there may be some decisions with this, but I feel like I'm in a battleground, and whatever you do is not good enough, or I just feel like there's finger pointing, if that makes sense. So I hope that helps you, darling. Okay, who else have we got here? Tammy, well, I don't know, Tammy. You've got so many opportunities to travel, and you've had excuses not to. The latest excuse is the lamest excuse ever that you've given me. So it's all up to you. You've got choices, and we have had many discussions about choices. You've got a choice whether you want to travel or whether you don't want to travel. It's up to you. Bree, you're welcome. Now, I do have the dates I've got coming up here. This is interesting. Dates I've got coming up here. Just bear with me. As many of you know, I'm going crossing the ditch to NZ in a couple of weeks. So 13-14, date for your diary, Christchurch people. The Mind, Body, Spirit, or Body, Mind, Spirit Festival, they're in Christchurch at Pioneer Stadium for the 2 days. And then coming back, we have our Goulburn platform show, which is on the Saturday, the 4th of May at the Goulburn Club. Tickets are just a little bit over 30% booked out, and I was telling people that on the weekend, and once those tickets are gone, they're gone. So we only do this show once a year down there, and it's a very intimate club, and it works well for all of us because everybody gets a fair go at these readings. And I won't put the link up there. It's on my Facebook page there somewhere. It's the Goulburn Club, and you'll see it. There's actually a QR code to scan in. It will take you through to try booking. All bookings are done through there online. If not, inbox me and I can point you in the right direction. Where else are we? Okay. Hi, Sham. How are you, darling? Oh, your beautiful mother-in-law. I know. I met her in Mittagong. She was lovely. Lovely lady. So I'm honoured when people bring people over, introduce me. I love connecting with people. So when am I going to see you again, darling? Okay. I'm going to come back to this because she keeps stepping in for me. Okay. So I do feel like I have a grandmother or mum. Yeah, ultimately, usually mums end up grandmothers anyway. But I'm going to say I feel like she had not just dementia, but I feel like she had battled other illness, possibly cancer-related, something like this. And all I'm hearing is she was a survivor, and I felt like that everything the world would throw something at her, a curveball, and somehow she would cop it on the chin and get up and keep moving on. And that's how she was, and that's how she brought up her kids. I feel like she had a number of children as well, and I feel like there's been possibly a bit of a separation with some of the children, the siblings in the family with this as well. And because she's coming through to give words of wisdom and words of encouragement to this person. So if anybody can relate to that, if they can let me know, please. Okay. Joe, you're away. Message me next week. That's good, darling, because I'll be in New Zealand in 2 weeks' time. So let's do it sooner rather than later, please. Okay. Gina Frost, kudos to you. Hat off to you, darling. Starting your own little side business, do you see it working out for me? And this is what I always say to people when you first start out little side businesses, treat them as hobbies, treat them as your passion. Now, the thing is to get anywhere with your business, and you've been in paid employment most of your life, haven't you? This is all new territory for you. Uncharted waters, that's what I'm hearing with you. That makes sense. I think, no, they said you've done something else too, but this is another thing. Is that right? Now, I'm going to say here and I can speak from experiences from starting, a number of businesses, is that you need to eat, breathe, sleep this. And that's the only way that you get it over the line. Otherwise, it will stay a hobby. And for me, for example, I'm just going to let you know now, I quite easily work 70 hours a week. And that's without a word of a lie. I can work up to 70 hours a week. And that's not doing readings, back-to-back readings. It's all the behind the scenes and all the other things that go with running a business. So I'm going to say, first of all, I'm very proud of you for stepping outside the comfort zone. I'm very excited when people start up new businesses because they're willing to give it a crack. But I'm going to encourage you to stick at it, okay? Because the first couple of years is always the hardest, and there's so many times that you want to give up. But there'll be other. They just told me there'll be other signs and synchronicities thrown your way where it's just a reminder to keep going for you. What's with the crows, darling? Because I just heard it's I don't feel like it's crows, but I'm hearing the word. I think it's to do with the band Counting Crows. Counting Crows. What did they sing? Did they sing Paved Paradise and Put Up a Parking Lot? What's that song? I'm hearing that song and I'm hearing Counting Crows. And I feel like it is related to you. So I hope that helps you. Okay. So, yes, Linda, I'm getting excited too. Okay. Carolyn, I'm going back to the original career, to my original. Lovely, darling. You're born to do what you do. Will I get the job I applied for, and should I continue to do the course in April? I'm going to say yes, yes, and yes. Any education is great. Even if you don't use it in your day-to-day work, it's still knowledge. And I always say to people, knowledge is power. But with power that comes responsibility. Don't forget that. I'm going to say you were so born. I actually see a new role here. So the job that you're going for, is this a new role altogether? I have to talk about a new role. I see you in a whole new role. So I hope that helps you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Whew. Okay. Hey. Gigi, my other Irish grandmother had breast cancer, and also, yeah, that's why I said I feel like I've got grandmother here, and I feel like she had something else going on. So she had other ailments with this, and I do hear the word battler with this. So am I correct that we've got, because I've got this disconnect with family, and that could very well be to do with the distance here, some in Ireland, some in Australia. And all I'm hearing here around her is that you're in a hurry. What's that? What's the hurry for? I'm seeing like the Alice in Wonderland. I'm late for a very important date. The is it the hare? He's always running around with his pocket watch, and that's what I'm seeing with you. I'm late for a very important date. That's what she says. What's the worry? Everything will come to you in divine time, in good timing. Okay. So, Gina, you've been at the same place for 19 years. Employed, but I feel like did you start something else or tried to start something else as well and lost interest and went back to it? You're welcome, Carolyn. Hope that helps you. Just pop on over to Instagram. Hi, Instagram. All right, guys, I have to keep remembering to go to Instagram here. And again, I am asking for specific questions. So Melly Moo, you're just asking me for a general, darling, and whatever I give you, it's what Spirit's wanting to hear from you. More than welcome to do that. Actually, let's do it. Please tell me if you're seeing something for me. I am, darling. Who's the people around you keeping secrets from you? Okay. Who has done you wrong, Melly Moo? I'm just hearing secrets, Melly Moo. I'm seeing that it's all coming to light. I'm seeing things are coming to the surface now, or if they haven't, they're about to come to the surface. I'm hearing patience for you, and I'm just hearing in divine time. It's like the universe is about to make things right for you. Does that make sense? So that's what they've asked me to pass on for you. So let me know. Okay, let me just pop down here. So, Gigi, you hurry to settle on land and set up a family home in good time. She says that your taste is going to change. You're going to change your decisions are being changed about the house, the property itself. So that's what she says. Slow down. Now she's showing me the hare and the tortoise. Okay, Karen Marie, I have a real problem with that. Let's address this. This is really, really interesting. Karen Marie says, I saw a medium. He told me love is pain for me in this life. Please tell me he was wrong. And I'm going to tell you wrong. He's wrong. Okay. Let me tell you, darling, this is the thing, and this is what irks me when these seeds of doubt are planted with people when they go for readings. For me, it's a big responsibility to have somebody sit opposite you and ask for a reading and for you to give them information. Now, if my sitter leaves that reading feeling worse than what they come in, there's an issue in my mind. My job is to help them and guide them. And it's also my job to uplift them too. Now, to say that love is pain for you in this lifetime, no, I don't agree with that, darling. And let me tell you why. Because we have soul contracts put into place prior to coming to this earth. We literally put down, I want to experience X, Y, Z. I want to learn A, B, C, and yada, yada, yada. We've chosen our parents. We've chosen our relationships. We've chosen our siblings. We've chosen our romantic relationships as well. Okay. Now, maybe he's gotten his wires crossed. Maybe you've interpreted the information he gave you a little bit differently. Maybe he could have worded it differently. Maybe in your lifetime here, you've chosen to experience some of the hurt and pain here, but you've got choices here as well, darling. And there's lessons here to learn. And maybe in this lifetime, it's for you to learn to get over this or learn to see things from a different perspective. And maybe you're just sitting in that space of where you haven't either. Okay, so just take on board all of this, because I feel like either it's been misinterpreted or it's just wrong information altogether, because I don't believe anybody comes on here and experiences all this heartache. Okay, there are good things that we experience in lifetime as well. Okay, so just take all that on board and just have a think about it. Look up soul contracts. Okay, I hope that helps you. Okay. So you're settling a home in a new area, away from other family, away. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I hope that helps you. Yes. All right. Who else have we got here? You're welcome, Karen. Mindy Smith. Yes, yes, and yes. Every time you picked up a penny. So are you over in the UK or the United States? Because we don't have pennies in this country. We have 5-cent piece. That's the closest we get to having a penny these days. It's a little tiny 5-cent piece. And I would encourage you to have a look at the date of that penny, because sometimes that date represents and means something to you as well. I've got a jar that I collect. Every time I find a 5-cent piece, I now put it in a jar and I keep it, and it reminds me every time I look at it of all the messages. It's a reminder to me that spirit is always around me and giving me guidance and giving me messages. And it's nice to have that little jar there. It's a little reminder. So you might want to look at that. Okay. Karen, because you are love. He made me doubt my path. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Look, this is the other thing as well, Karen. When I say we've got choices, you can choose. You can choose to accept that reading, or you could choose not to as well. So look at it from that perspective. Good evening, Gayleen. Thank you for joining. Okay. Elise, when did I read you? Thanks so much for your incredible reading on Saturday. Mel and I are so excited for everything you discussed with us. Oh, I remember you, yes. And my parents were so touched to hear that my papa was there. Thanks for the feedback and the validations, lovely. I love it when I get a really good strong reading, and yours was like, oh, it was extra. I loved it. It was for me, it was very touching for me as well. So thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Okay. So you're welcome, Gigi. Hope that helps you. That's interesting then, Mindy. So you're in the US and you're finding US pennies. That's extra special again. Extra special. What are the years on there? Put them in a jar. Definite pennies from heaven. Natalie, we're watching from Grenfell. I'll be out at Young later on in the year. Actually, I used to go out there every couple of months, and I'm meaning to get back out there again. So there is a Psychic Expo on in Young in September. I'm hoping to get back to there prior to September. So just watch this page, and I should announce a date in the next couple of months. So just letting you know, heads up. So those who are new, I'm just going to say thanks for joining. And my regulars, I love you all, you know that. I just ask that you like and share and let me know that you have done that, and just pop that in the comments section there, liked and shared along with your question. I am working with specific questions this evening, so please don't ask me what am I seeing. It's I just try to get through as many of you as what I can in the hour. And if you haven't already followed my page, please go and follow the page or the Instagram page or whatever it is you're watching on Instagram, back on Instagram. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for that feedback, Melanie. Thank you. Okay, on to Facebook page. I do prefer to be looking straight at Facebook. It's just okay. Where are we? Just have a look at that. I'm just checking my phone down here. Now, Ashika, what are you wanting to know about your career, darling? Because this is the thing. I feel like we're coming to a bit of a crossroads, and I feel like that there's going to be some decisions coming around your career, including opportunity here for further learning. I have to say, I feel like there's some sort of offer here coming in the mix with you as well. Now, I know that we are in March, but I feel like it's between now and next March. There's all these other things that's happening with your career, with decision making, and some learning that's going on here. They are showing me a contract or a bit of paper or a document that's they're putting it down in front of me to be signed here as well. So I feel like that is coming up around your career, because I feel like with you, what I'm getting here, on the fence about what you need to be doing or what you should be doing. So I hope you understand that. They're also highlighting August with me about around your career in terms of a shift in energy with these decisions and with the path of the career itself. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay. Good evening, Tian. Okay, I'm going to put this one back onto you, Scott. Are you doing stuff to make the physical fitness improve? Because they're also talking to me about your meditation and mind. They're saying all starts here. I feel like you start something and then you lose interest, or you get distracted very easily with going and keeping a regime or a routine. Am I correct with that? Because you started at the gym, but didn't you stopped, or you've started, or they're showing me gym work here with you as well. So what's with the gym? What is with the gym? They're saying things need to change around you. So they're saying you commit yourself to that, other things will fall into place. Okay, let me see. Jade. So did I read you, Jade? Did I read for you, darling? So I was saying to people, it was all such a blur for me. I didn't even get to go outside to have a look, which I heard was awesome. So Leanne, if you're watching, congratulations. I'm getting good feedback from the Witches Dance, especially. Let me just have a look at this. So Jade. No, I didn't read for you, did I, Jade? I don't remember. I'm sorry if I did. I just forget things all the time. I have twice before, but I missed out on Sunday. It was such a great day. So you got to go outside. That's good. Scott, I'm not a gym man. So what are you doing? Because you're asking me, will you get fit? What are you doing, darling? I just feel like you need to be somewhere that's structured. I feel like you need to have somebody to tell you what to do. Otherwise, you get distracted easily. That's all right. You don't have to be a gym man and go and pump iron like everybody else do. You can go and use the treadmill and do other things at your own pace. Trina, life throws some curveballs at a time. Of course they do. That's because you're too comfortable, darling. Am I still on track with what's going on in my life? Yes. Darling, I'm just going to say this. Have you got something legal around you at the moment? Are you supposed to be finalising something? Or I'm being shown things, you need to be signing something, or be in, I'm going to say in, not communication, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even speak at the moment. I feel like there is this collaboration with other professionals, or speaking with other professionals around with what's going on in your life at the moment. Do you understand that? And I'm just hearing the word, it's necessary. It's necessary. Now, when we're talking about, when we think, oh, the universe doing X, Y, Z, and my life's, going to ruins, understand that we've had all this written into our soul contract, and you've chosen to have these experiences to learn from it. And I say to people, the sooner that we accept things, because us as human beings, we try to control everything. We feel like we need to be in control of our destiny, control of this and control of that, and control. When we try to control everything, this is generally when things don't go the way that you're wanting them to go. And that's when you're coming up against the brick walls and then wondering why things aren't going right. I feel like the sooner we accept what the universe is presenting us, and you can't change things, but you can change the way you react to it. And maybe if you look at it from another perspective, things will change for you. I did a reading for somebody a couple of weeks ago, and she still had ex's clothes, and I said, pack them up, box them up, and she said, no, he should be doing it. I want him to do it. Why am I doing it? And I said, you're not doing it for him. You are doing it for you. See, she was looking at it from one perspective as, why am I doing that for him? And I said, let's look at it from another perspective and say, no, you are doing it for you. Okay, that's what I'm getting at there. So I hope that helps you. Okay. I'll get it. Is he really, Carolyn? Tom Jones, you can't make this stuff up, hey? What about the other fella? Is he still alive? Was he Enkelberg hump your dick or whatever you call him? Hump. So I know you're laughing about that one now. So is he still around? Can somebody Google that one? Okay, so you've got an injury. I get it because I've got an injury as well, darling. But it's it was important for me to have, this is Scott, by the way. It was important for me to have a routine, and that's why I was going, so I could go and use the bike or use the treadmill, because I will do walking around the streets for a couple of weeks and then I get really bored. And I just feel like somewhere along the line you need to find this routine thing. Okay. Did you try, don't shoot the messenger, but did you try Pilates? Okay. Totally out of control at the moment. You totally changed your mind on how things are going. Yeah. Okay. Just keep working with the other perspective. So you're doing you. That's what I say to everybody. You do you. You know, I know it's easier said than done when we, because everyone says, I've got to worry about, everybody else in the family. But there becomes a point where you can't operate on an empty cup. And we can't control everybody's happiness. We can't control everybody's needs. We can't control everything, but we can look after ourselves. And it starts here. It starts looking after yourself. Oh, so he's still alive, Carolyn. Thanks for that. Okay. Jocelyn, I'm hearing April for you, darling, which is only a couple of weeks anyway, but it's not what he's wanting to do. I feel like this is just a fill-in at the moment. It's he's so used to being breadwinner, isn't he, darling? I want to say the head of the family, the hunter. The hunter. And I say that in a good way. I feel like he's the hunter here. And I'm just being shown here that the whole redundancy as well. Am I correct that came out of the blue? I feel like that this has come out of the blue and we're still sort of like picking up the pieces and coming to terms with it. And I can promise you in 12 months' time, you're going, that's the best thing that's ever happened to us. But I just feel like there is just going to be a job in between just to fill in for the time being, if that makes sense. I feel like I need to highlight April for him. Okay, I don't quite understand your question, what you're saying there, Trina, about new angle, join him. I don't quite understand that one, darling, sorry. Okay, so yeah, Pilates, because that's what I was saying, Scott, was the Pilates. So that's to me, that's still gym work and that's still discipline and just on a, for me, I understand it's more on a low impact level, which is what you need. Get out. He's 87 years old, is he? Wow. 87. Okay. Where are we? Jocelyn, spot on. Yes, out of the blue. But do you know what, darling? Sometimes, do you know, the thing is, and I bet you he was hating his job, and I bet you that the pair of you spent a couple of years saying, gotta leave, come home, he's miserable, this, that, everything else. And it was Groundhog Day for him. And look at it this way. The universe has come in and they've pulled that rug from under his feet and they've put him on another path. Enough's enough, and that's what you need to be looking at. Use this opportunity for learning and growing. So I can guarantee 12 months you'll be like, oh, it's the best thing ever. Were you guys talking about travel as well, traveling around Australia? I got road trip. They're just doing this circumference. I feel like there's this talk going on as well, working and traveling at the same time. Okay. Tracy Howard, you answered a question on the live a few weeks ago for me about my job changing. I'm now starting a new job in a couple of weeks. Thank you for your insight. Much appreciated. You're welcome, darling. I'd like to thank Julie as well for her reading on Sunday. I will pass that on to her because Julie's not with us this evening. She's under the weather, so she is at home. I don't even know if she is watching, but I'll certainly pass that on to her, and I know that she'll be grateful for that feedback. Okay, Shy, I remember you were the last person I read, weren't you, on Sunday? So thank you for coming and having a reading with me. Always appreciated. Okay, so if we've got any Kiwis on here, any of my Kiwi cousins, just to let you know, I'll be over there in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited. And I'm going to say, look out New Zealand, because I'm bringing my daughter with me this time. She'll be the little hurricane that will zip through New Zealand, the whole 8 years of her. I'm so excited to bring her over to show her that beautiful country of yours. So if we do have some of you on here this evening, I am open for pre-bookings for the Body Mind Spirit Festival for the 13th and 14th of April, and I literally have quite a chunk of appointments already done, so literally nearly a whole day's worth there. So I know that Linda Yusuf is also open for pre-bookings as well. We are sharing a booth. I know I'm running workshops there, and so is Linda, but we'll put up the details of that over the next week or so. How are we going for time? We're going really well for time. Thank you. Now, Goulburn people, I've noticed a number of you just jumped on. Just a reminder, our tickets are for sale for our psychic and mediumship show Saturday the 4th of May, and we are just a little over 30% booked out for that. And once those tickets are gone, they are gone. We are sorry. It's we only come down and do that show once a year, and it seems to be getting bigger each year. Let me just go back over to Instagram. I keep forgetting Instagram. So Instagram people, this is all new for me to be streaming live to Instagram. I've been doing it for about a month now, and I have to keep remembering to come over to Instagram. But I do ask that you come over to the Facebook page. You've got more of a chance of me seeing there. I just keep flitting between the two, and every time I flit over to Instagram, I can see I've got people watching, people that have joined. Thank you, but I can't see any questions there. Okay. Thanks, Tian. Thank you for the plug. Got to get you working on the PR soon. Okay, you're welcome, Shay. Open up your eyes. See, but this is what we're here for. I can see things. I can see when I do a reading, this is what I say to people. I'm quite specific when I say, when I do your reading, it's where I see you at and where I see you going to, if you continue down that path. Now, I always remind people we have free will also. So what you hear from psychics, please don't think that this is written in stone. We have free will and we can change. things by making different decisions. And a lot of the times I get information from spirit world where I see the potential of where this person's going if they go down this road, and I will convey that to my sitter. And I can guarantee a lot of the times there's things that they don't even think about, and they go away and they think about and they do their research, and all of a sudden, bang, they're aiming for higher, and they've got so much more confidence in them. So it's I'm glad that you got something out of that reading, Shay. I really am. Okay, you're up to bed, are you now? I thought you were saying good night then, Tian. Andrew, another sound healer has entered the building. Honestly, guys, anybody, I'm all for plugs for spiritual people I know. Andrew Lawson, he is sound healer up Hummingbird Nest up in Campbelltown. Anybody who is up there, look up the Hummingbird Nest and you can see what he is up to. Thank you for joining me, my love. Who else have we got going on here? Just bear with me. Melissa Pender, you're saying, do you see me becoming a nan soon? What's with the disappointments around you? Have you been asking for a baby and nobody's coming to the party? Or is it that somebody is trying, it's just not working? Because I'm going to say I do pick up disappointments around this and heartache around this. So who has been trying and it's not working? Do you understand that? Without going into too much information, you don't need to spill your beans here. All you need to say is yes or no on here, so long as you understand, because I can see things and I go into cryptic mode here. I'm going to say here that there is some planning going on, and I pick up the number 3. Okay, so the number 3 here, generally when I get numbers, time frames. I don't feel like it's 3 months. I feel like possibly March next year. There'll be something around March next year. I don't feel like it'll be 3 years, darling. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay, you will, but I just keep saying, I just feel like I have to stay true to the information that I get. I'm sorry, and I can't deviate from it. And I just heard the word disappointment, heartache with this. Okay, so I'll leave that one with you. And sometimes you need to go and ask people things or dwell on it for a few days before you say, I understand what she's talking about with that. Who else have we got here? You loves me, do you, Andrew? It loves you too. Oh, Lisa, here we got one of my Kiwi cousins. What did you send me? So I believe you will be at the Body Mind Spirit. I've just been talking about the Body Mind Spirit Expo in a couple of weeks, and I'm really looking forward to crossing the ditch there. Right, okay. Trina, is my bestie in life going to be okay? I'm picking up changes around this. Okay, I'm picking up changes, and I'm picking up a big period of rest here with this person. So I'm going to say here, am I correct that this is health issues, darling? I'm going to say I feel like there's something to do with health with this, and I can't cover health on these live feeds. I'm sorry, but I am being shown, just to let you know, we can talk cryptic here. I'm going to say I do see that there are changes here, and I'm being shown a period of rest here with this. Okay, then okay. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so I'll leave that one there. Lisa, hang on, what's this? If I'd like to do more readings over here, oh my God, I'm bringing an 8-year-old child with me. We'll talk about this later, okay? Thank you. I may take you up on that offer, so I'll get back to you with that one. No, not her. Her health years. You are so true. Okay. Just so long as you understand what I'm talking about here. But all I'm picking up here, changes and a period of rest here. Okay, so I'll leave that there, darling. I hope that helps you. All right. Now I've come up to 9 o'clock. I only come on for the hour. If I have missed you, I'm sorry. It's by no means personal. It's just the way I roll. I scroll through, I get highlighted who I need to be answering. Please don't think that I don't like you. It's got nothing to do with that. I will be back again next Tuesday. As every Tuesday, I am on here live. So 8 p.m. Sydney time. So look it up wherever you are located in the world. I am here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. Every reading is free. I do not ask for donations. I do not charge for these readings. It's my way of giving back. And I try to help as many people as what I can. The only time that I do ask for any money is if we are doing a fundraiser, but that's all very advertised, and we all know about that leading up to it. But that's only when we do fundraisers. So, thank you, everybody. I love you all. Stay safe on Tuesday, and I will see you all next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Bye.